Well, the start of hurricane season is a little over a week away, and Texas lawmakers want President Donald Trump to build a wall. Now, a wall that would protect the Gulf Coast from hurricanes.
Yeah, more than 60 Texas leaders signed a letter written by Texas Land Commissioner George P. Bush asking for a coastal barrier system. George P. Bush joins us live from Houston, Texas this morning. Austin, Texas this morning.
All right, Commissioner Bush, thank you for being with us this morning. In this letter, you guys wrote, quote, "The Texas coast possesses an extensive port system that is crucial not only to the United States economy, but also to our national security," end quote. So what part of the coast would benefit most from this proposed barrier system?
Well, when we talk about the affected areas, the 6-county areas stretching from the Sabine Pass to the Brazoria County region, we're talking about 5 to 7 million residents. 1 of 3 Texans resides within a coastal zone, and so we're talking about one of the most populated metropolitan areas of the country, not to mention the ship channel, which is truly an artery, an economic artery for our nation's economy. If you take a step back 9 years ago, almost to the day, to Hurricane Ike, combined with the filing of bankruptcy for Lehman Brothers, we were on the verge of a national depression. You had more offshore rigs offline. You had a majority of the nation's petroleum reserves offline as well. Not to mention this being an essential free trade zone for international partnerships. So we're talking about an important economic artery and in a very densely populated area as well.
Okay, the Great Galveston Hurricane of 1900 slammed the island and killed an estimated 6,000 to 8,000 people. Afterwards, that seawall was built. Decades later, Hurricane Ike hit in 2008, and it devastated the southeast Texas coast, killing dozens of people, causing $30 billion in damage. If it had changed course, would it have caused even more damage? Because that wall only goes for, a few miles.
That's correct. There's storm surge modeling from Rice University and from A&M Galveston that shows that if the storm had traveled just a mile further north, that it would have caused over $80 billion in damage. And just to put it all into context, Hurricane Ike, which was only a Category 2 storm, was the 3rd most impactful storm in North American history, behind the Superstorm Sandy and Katrina. So the barrier system that we're proposing is actually not a new idea. It's actually been designed and leveraged before. If you've had a chance to visit the new barrier system in New Orleans post-Katrina, you'll see it's one of the world's most sophisticated systems that can stem from serious storms. The Dutch have also innovated this practice, mostly because 50% of their land mass is below sea level. So this is an idea that the state of Texas has been working on for close to a decade now that we've approached.
Yeah, so I have to interrupt you. Why is this taking so long, George? Why is this taking so long?
Well, there's regulatory issues that we deal with when we're talking about a design of this complexity. Plus funding, is a big part of it. Honestly, Jim, this is a $13.7 billion proposal. And that's why we wrote that letter that you had mentioned before to the federal government, to the Trump administration, to qualify this project as part of his infrastructure plan, because we think it's absolutely essential not only to the state, but to the country.
All right, Commissioner Bush, always great having you on the show. We appreciate your time and good to see you again.